And there we have it, an error. Welcome to a gameplay of Descent, a 3D spacecraft-based first-person shooter. It was released by Parallax Software in 1995. Dun, dun, dun. So we're going to go keyboard only. Apparently our defensive robots did not function to specifications. Our pilot mining stations are now in unknown hands. Damn bureaucrats, they replace us all with robots given half the chance. Briefings are hell. Air is too sterile for human lungs. Endless electric blue schematics stinging the eyes. And a suit from post-Terran whose drowning voice would have made Armageddon sound boring. They needed me. They had the equipment I needed. Why does this fool keep babbling? We have a Israeli-made Pyro GX specifically modified for this mission. Fine, let me go. Some fighter jocks worship their hardware, but I'm not that religious type. The idiot giving the lecture was practically drooling. The hardware was pretty impressive, though. Havas Avenger concussion missiles, pair of AJ-435 industrial Ragon cyanide lasers, illegally modified, just the way those hardware junkies like them. Do I really need to know the serial numbers? You will have multiple objectives on this mission. You mean contradictory objectives, don't you? Destroy the infected mines, keep the invading force from spreading further, but to be sure to rescue any survivors, destroy as many robots as possible, and each one of those objectives is most important. Why did they have to design a mission by a committee? This can only be done by the material defender in SJTU. Translation from the bureaucrats. They're screwed and I'm the only one who can cut their losses. That's the trouble with working for the largest bureaucracy in human history. Hail the glorious post-Terran Mineral Corporation. Huzzah. Our remaining defensive robotics have smuggled replacement parts and weapons into the mine. At present, the invader has not been alerted. We are confident that you will have the advantage of a surprise attack, or, at least, you will have entered the mines. At that point, you should expect a heavy counteroffensive. I suppose I should be thankful for small mercies. Somehow, I had the feeling I would have no advantage at all. The strategic weak spot of our mines is their fusion reactors. They are deep in each mine and completely automated. Normally, we would be able to blow them from orbit, but all uplinks to our stations have been severed at the source. Knocking out the reactors will cause a system-wide meltdown within a matter of seconds. And when I say system-wide, I mean complete vaporization. Getting out before the mine blows should be furthermost on your mind. And furthermost on the mind of any poor slobs I haven't rescued yet. The information we have on the enemy is rather sketchy. PTMC intelligence comes through again. Big surprise there. The infected mines now appear to be manufacturing new robots for its needs. Most are based on the designs of common mining mechs, but to expect to see completely new ones as well. Whatever has invaded the mines appears to adapt rapidly, while none of the internal monitor systems are responding. Defense satellites have spotted a few of the modified mechs near the surface. Here is the latest information from the PTMC intelligence. Okay. safely plotting a corpse ship wasteland is starting to sound really good right now. Most of our information is sketchy. We'll continue to analyze the data you acquire and keep you updated as we can. Be aware that we have witnessed advanced intelligence in many of these mechs. It's safe to assume they will continue to develop new weaponry and behavior as you progress. But of course you will see the real evidence soon enough. I suppose if they were any more encouraging, they'd be shooting me right now. We are aware of your record in putting down humans first mining strike. That you can get the difficult jobs done. First he tries to scare me, then he flatters me. The least they could do is bring someone else in to play good cop. Who does he think I am? Just because I've killed people doesn't mean I'm stupid. Typical PTMC stiff. I imagine what his face would look like with my fist buried in it. Much better. If you pull this off, PMC will pay you triple your usual compensation. Now I'm intrigued. PTMC only throws money around when they're sincerely scared. You'll also earn the recognition indeed, but recognition doesn't improve the situation. You will purge the inner planets, then swing outbound, heading for Pluto. You will be able to redeem at the orbital PTMC processing stations. Nothing about reinforcements. This is not good. I wonder who was sent there before me. They got around to drawing my name out of the PTMC database. Someone who wasn't ready for the task. I doubt you're aware of this, but the military diversion performs advanced weaponry development in several of our mines. The Pyro GX has been modified to make use of any new technology you find. It's apparent you'll need everything you can to get eliminate the threat. Threat to your salary, I mean. The only reason PTMC hires people like me is to ensure its undaunted financial future. And we feel you should know that the intelligence reports indicate the convergence point of the robot invasion force is Earth. My stomach turned again. You better think they would get to the important part of the start of the briefing. Of course, to PMC, their minds are the important part. Damn them all. That is all, Material Defender. Prepare for descent. Like the name. Alright. So here we are. So I'm using the keyboard layout. The keyboard layout, which is A and Z, forward and back. And space is fire. Come on. So, yeah. Can't even see what's firing at me. What's firing at me? That's better. It's pretty hard to control, even though it was you know, back in the day. Oh, I remember this used to be a standard installed on all the computers at school. Many years ago, and I used to... So, yeah, really popular game, and it was very popular. A classic, some may say. I wouldn't say this is necessarily a great game to play, you know. You know, a lot of the games I play now, yeah, these days they're still fun, but this is not really. I wasn't a big fan of this when I was younger. It just wasn't, you know, it just wasn't a great game. It depends what you're into. I was never really a huge fan of these type of things. I'm just gonna find it. Oh. And there we have it, an error. So, game crash. So, we're going to leave it there. That's a short gameplay of Descent. Got the story and a bit of the gameplay, so hopefully you remember what it was like. Yeah. Anyway, hope you liked it. Even though it ended on a nice professional error. Not an ordinary error, a professional error. This was run through DOSBox, so, you know, what do you expect? Anyway, thanks for watching. If you did like, please remember to subscribe and hit that like button. And yeah, I'll catch you next time in the next video. Thank you for watching.